sweet pastimes of Krishna and covered, so we have to manifest. So Lord Chaitanya first he told the Six Gosvamis, first that is called Lupta Tirtha Uddhar. Second, Vigraha Prakashan, and Krishna's great grandson Vajranath, he manifested the Vigrahas, but that Vigrahas also disappear. So for this regard, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to them, they have to manifest the Vigraha, that is Vigraha Prakash. Second, Suddha Sadachar Grantha, and they have to manifest all the Suddha Sadachar Grantha. And our fourth, Suddha Sadachar Grantha, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar, Vigraha Prakash, and কটা হলো? চারটা হয়ে গেছে। First, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar. Lupta Tirtha Uddhar. Second, Vigraha Prakash. And third, Suddha Sadachar Grantha. Or fourth, just to forget. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so all our Goswamis, they fulfilled all his desires. ग्रंथ प्रकाशन अलग है और से लुप्त क्या बोले शुद्ध सदाचार ग्रंथ तो ठीक ही बोल रहा हूँ लुप्त तीर्थ उद्धार विग्रह प्रकाश शुद्ध सदाचार ग्रंथ है और মনে হলো বলবো বলে ভুলে গেলাম চলো এখন সেই সনাতন গোস্বামী পাদের কথা আমরা এখন কীর্তন করব
Sanatana Goswami. So let's describe about Sanatana Goswami. Who was he? Who was Sanatana Goswami? And let's speak about his life history in brief.
Sanatana Goswami Pad, Rupa Goswami Pad, এবং তার ছোট ভাই Anupama.
Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and younger brother Anupam or Vallabh.
Anupam দুইটা নাম.
Anupam had two names, Anupam or Vallabh.
তিন ভাই ছিলেন.
There are three brothers.
এরা কর্ণাটক দেশীয়. উচ্চ কুলের বংশী.
They were from high-class Brahmana family.
তার পূর্বজ সেইখান থেকে এসে বাকলা চন্দ্রনবদ্বীপে বাকলা চন্দ্রদ্বীপে তারা বসবাস করেন।
Then they shift to move near.
তারপরে তারা ওইখান থেকে ধীরে ধীরে তারা বংশের বিস্তার করেন।
Sorry, I couldn't get exactly what Gurudev said.
সনাতন গোস্বামী পাদ ছিলেন, সনাতন গোস্বামী পাদ, রূপ গোস্বামী পাদ ছিলেন মুসলমান রাজা।
Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami,
প্রধানমন্ত্রী,
they were the prime minister and the
সনাতন গোস্বামী
financial minister of the king Hussajn Shah. Sanatana Goswami was prime minister of the king Hussajn Shah,
যে নবাব
was like Muslim emperor in India.
এই হুসেন সাহেব তিনি ছিলেন প্রধানমন্ত্রী, আর রূপ গোস্বামী পাদ ছিলেন বিত্তমন্ত্রী, মানে
So Sanatana Goswami prime minister and Rupa Goswami was the financial minister.
রূপা গোস্বামী আর অনুপম বা বল্লভ তাদের সঙ্গে থাকতেন।
Anupama or Vallabh had two names, also lived with them, the two brothers.
মুসলমান রাজা তাদের নাম
They were three brothers.
দেন এই যে নাম কি দিয়েছিলেন, সনাতন গোস্বামীকে নাম দিয়েছিলেন।
Actually, the Muslim emperor gave to Sanatana Goswami the name Sakara Mallik and gave to Rupa Goswami the name Dhabir, Khas. Dhabir, Khas and Sakara Mallik.
Dhabir, Khas. এরা তিন ভাই।
So they were three brothers.
রামকেলি গ্রামেতে বাস করতেন।
They used to live in the Ramkeli Gram, this village.
রাজ দরবারে কার্য করলেও
So they were working in the government,
নিত্য সনাতন ধর্মে মধ্যেই প্রতিষ্ঠিত ছিলেন।
but every day they used to perform Sanatana Dharma, like to follow the
তারা সদা সর্বদা
rules of
নাম কৃষ্ণ ভজন করতেন।
Sanatana Dharma, like always chanting the name of Krishna. They would go to the palace, then they used to put the clothes of a Muslim, only wearing the clothes, the garments, but when they were in their own house, they used to put Vaishnava garments. And they used to worship Radha-Krishna as well in the house. After Mahaprabhu took sannyas, Mahaprabhu went to Puri. Then he wanted to go to Vrindavan. But when Mahaprabhu went to Ramkeli Gram on the way to Vrindavan, Rupa and Sanatana, seeing Mahaprabhu from far, they performed obeisances to Mahaprabhu and they met Mahaprabhu. So with a blade of grass in their teeth, three of them with a blade of grass in their teeth, very humbly they performed Sastanga Dandavat, prostrated obeisances, and they prayed to Mahaprabhu. This prayer that we do, Namo Mahavadanyaya, they did that prayer.
এই যে মহাপ্রভু যে প্রণাম মন্ত্র, এটা রূপ সনাতনে বিরচিত।
Actually, the pranam mantra of Mahaprabhu that we always sing was wrote by Sanatana Goswami. Which pranam mantra? Namo Mahavadanyaya.
প্রেম প্রদায়তে কৃষ্ণায় কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য নামনে গৌরত্তিসে নমঃ। হে প্রভু, আপনি কৃষ্ণ।
Hey Prabhu, you are actually Krishna himself.
গৌর রূপ ধারণ করেছেন।
You just now accepted the complexion, golden complexion. You just covered yourself up with this yellow covering. I do my obeisances to you because you're so generous, extremely compassionate and generous. It's so rare. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Magnanimous. So you appeared in this world to give this Krishna prema, which is so rare even for demigods as like Brahma. So you are taking your own holy names, but actually you are teaching the jivas of this world. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas from Keshav Bharati, then his name became Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
এই নামটা যে গ্রহণ করেছেন এটা কেবল
Then he said,
জগৎজীবের শিক্ষা দেওয়ার জন্য, কিন্তু আপনি তো কৃষ্ণ, অথবা কৃষ্ণ নাম দিয়ে
actually you're
আপনি
taking this initiation and everything.
চৈতন্য প্রদান করবেন, এই জন্য নাম হচ্ছে চৈতন্য।
So, sorry, this name, what is the meaning?
করানো চেতন,
Why he got this name? Shri Krishna because he was Krishna, and Chaitanya because he giving consciousness to the living entities.
এই প্রণাম মন্ত্রটা
That's why Mahaprabhu's sannyas name was Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
ধারণ করে মহাপ্রভুর চরণে
So Rupa Sanatana,
স্তুতি করলেন,
they prayed to the feet of Mahaprabhu
তখন মহাপ্রভু
with blade of grass in their feet, in their teeth. When they saw Mahaprabhu, then Mahaprabhu lifted them up from the floor, and Mahaprabhu told them, look.
মহাপ্রভুর নামকরণ করেছিলেন।
So Mahaprabhu actually gave them these holy names. Which name? Like spiritual name. Rupa and Sanatana.
কি নাম ছিল?
Before Sanatana Goswami,
Dhabir, Khas, Sakara, Mallik.
no, Dhabir, Khas, Sakara, Mallik was a name that the Muslim king gave them.
তার আগে গৃহপ্রদত্ত কি নাম?
But the name from their house, they had the name in their family,
গৃহপ্রদত্ত নাম ছিল
was a different name.
কি বলা হচ্ছে? Just
What is that name? I just forgot it now. But I always speak them, these names.
এই মহাপ্রভু অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই মহাপ্রভু নাম দিয়েছেন তাদের রূপ।
Mahaprabhu gave them the name Rupa and Sanatana.
বুঝতে পারছেন? আর মহাপ্রভু নিজে বললেন তোমরা আমার নিত্য কিঙ্কর। হ্যাঁ,
Mahaprabhu said,
মহাপ্রভু চিনে নিয়েছেন,
you are my eternal servants.
এরা তো আমার সেই কৃষ্ণ লীলায় রূপমঞ্জরি আর
And Mahaprabhu said, in the pastimes of Krishna you are Rupa Manjari, and Sanatana Goswami is Labanga Manjari. So Rupa Goswami was Rupa Manjari and Sanatana Goswami Lavanga Manjari. So Mahaprabhu said, you are my eternal servants. You are the eternal servants of Srimati Radhika, Mahaprabhu told.
Amar and Santosh. Sanatana Goswami নাম ছিল গৃহপ্রদত্ত নাম।
So the name in the house of Sanatana Goswami was Santosh.
রূপ গোস্বামী পাদে
And of Rupa Goswami, his name in the house,
Amar,
like in the family, his family, was Amar.
বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
Do you understand?
হুসেন শাহ মুসলমান তাদের নামটা,
But the Muslim king had changed their names. Muslims don't like us.
হিন্দুদের নাম কি?
Why they have these Hindu names? Like
জন্য
that's why
অমরকে কি দিলেন?
Amar was. Oi, Haribo. Amar was changed to Dhabir Khas,
সনাতন গোস্বামী পাদের নামটা
and the name of Sanatana Goswami,
সাকর মাল্লিক,
Santosh, became Sakara Mallik.
মুসলমানের নাম। তারা রাজ দরবারে কার্য করে।
So they were working in the government of this Muslim king.
বা মনের মধ্যে আসবে এরা কি করে প্রধানমন্ত্রী কি করে হয়ে গেল?
Okay, but one question arises: how did they become the prime minister of the Muslim king and the financial minister?
এর মধ্যে একটা সুন্দর ইতিহাসও রয়েছে।
So there's a very interesting story behind this.
ভালো করে
Listen carefully. You'll like it.
হুসেন শাহের প্রধানমন্ত্রী কি করে হলেন?
How did Sanatana Goswami became the prime minister, and
কি করে হলেন?
why Rupa Goswami became the financial minister of that king? So there's a beautiful story behind this. What is the story? Once Hussajn Shah, this Muslim king,
মিস্ত্রিদের বললেন,
he
মিস্ত্রি জানো যারা ওই বিল্ডিং তৈরি করে,
told some builders,
যারা ওই রাজমিস্ত্রির কাজ করে,
people who are working construction and building,
তাদের বলা হয়
making buildings.
তাই না? আর্কিটেক্ট।
So architect,
তাকে বললেন
he said,
সুন্দর একটা সৌধ তৈরি করো। সৌধ সময় বিশাল একটা আমার জন্য একটা রাজপ্রাসাদ তৈরি করো।
make a gigantic palace. I want a
beautiful building, unique and unparalleled. যেটা সর্বোচ্চ সুন্দর হয়।
make the most beautiful building that no one has ever made like something like this before.
যখন 1-1.5 বছর লাগলো বিশাল করে একটা রাজপ্রাসাদ তৈরি করা হলো।
So yes, that architect built that gigantic palace and everything. Then there will be the celebration. Like inauguration of that building. Just like people also establish and inaugurate temples and new houses. So there will be also inauguration of that great palace. And many kings also would be invited, and ministers, everybody was invited to see that construction. Everyone was praising, complimenting him. This the best building I've seen, because really that palace was so beautiful and unprecedented. Like there was nothing like it. Everyone was praising and complimenting the king. So the Muslim king was really happy. Do you know what the people in this world they want? They want to be praised and complimented. They want to hear people complimenting them. So when somebody praises us, we like so much. Jai Ban Maharaj ki Jai. Externally you're saying, don't give Jai to me, but internally you're like, yeah, give me Jai, more Jai. This is true. We want to hear these things. This is true or not? We have this desire in the inner core of our hearts. No, don't give Jai to me, don't give Jai to me. So two negatives is positive. Don't give Jai, don't give me Jai, means actually give Jai to me. This is true. This will not go easily. The desire for praise. So the desire to praise your own self, like to self-praise, and also to hear someone praising you, complimenting you. So everybody wants this, but so listen carefully, otherwise you won't understand the Siddhanta. Like for example, but in the transcendental world this is also true. Like if someone glorifies God, God becomes happy. Isn't it? For God this is also true. For example, Jagannatha, he melted, his body melted because he listened his own Lila Katha. But with the Bada Jivas, conditioned souls, this is perverted. So for Bhagavan and his devotees, this is in a pure state, this thing of liking the self-praise. But for the Bada Jivas, this is perverted. Okay, so that gigantic palace was built, and everyone is complimenting and praising the king. Oh yeah, Maharaj, you made this gigantic palace really nice.
This place is unique and unparalleled.
This place is unique and unparalleled. So the king, Muslim king, so he arranged food for everyone, nice serving of food for everyone. That king was not an ordinary person. Then you know what happens? So he told, architect, you say something. When the architect was saying, he said, look, yeah. I told that everyone likes to hear some self-praise. Although we say we don't want to hear someone glorify us, this is not true. You cooked? Oh, you cooked so well. And if we hear someone praising our food, we'll be happy. So if someone says, your food's not good that you cooked, you'll feel so much sadness. Oh, I was cooking with so much endeavor, doing this and that. Now the person saying it's not good. Will you like it, to hear it? Everyone wants self-praise or be complimented or praised. This is true, isn't it? One person came to a sadhu and said, my wife, she's always quarreling so much with me. You're a whole day doing this, doing that. I work whole day. When I come back to my house, my wife is only like barking at me, like quarreling, arguing with me all the time. Listen carefully to this. So what Sadhu said, do one thing then. Your wife cooks for you? Yes. So when she cooks, whether the food is good or bad, whether it's too salty or less salty, doesn't matter, but when you sit down to eat what she cooks, glorify her. I mean, glorify the foods, that's it. Compliment the food. Because this is true. The woman is there cooking for 3 hours, fighting with the fire, and she's like fighting with the fire. So much effort. And when the man sits to eat, he's saying, oh, this is too much salty, this is burned, this is that. So the wife will be really upset, right? So the person sits to eat and is like criticizing what you cooked. Oh, this is too salty, less salty, this and that. Will you like it? If he's saying like this. So the sadhu said, look, when you sit down to eat, just glorify your wife's cooking. Maybe it's too salty. Even if you maybe cannot eat that food, still you should say it's nice. Very nice. So that man sat down to sit for eating. That time was so she made like a paratha with ghee. Wife made very nice with masala paratha of cabbage. So also a sabji with potato. So paratha of cabbage and very delicious potato sabji. A little bit juicy, then really hot, and a little bit some butter. So in the winter time, if you eat this, it's so nice, especially if you have some little bit sweet lemon pickle. It looks like the nectar. It will even fail the nectar. So the wife gave this for him to eat. But remember, the sadhu had told so that man what to do. So, oh, today you did this. It's so nice. The food is delicious. Today is amazing. Then the wife said, for 30 years I'm cooking for you. You never ever glorified my food. Just today, because actually I brought this food from the neighbor. Even the paratha, everything actually is from the neighbor, not me. Not from me. And now you're glorifying this food today. You never glorify my... Today I'm actually sick, that's why I couldn't cook, so I took the food from the husband. I brought this really hot paratha recently made and I gave to you and now you're going to find.
So
you want to be clever with women, but it's not possible. Women know everything, isn't it? So women are even more clever than men. So women are more intelligent than men. There is a shloka saying. So women eat twice more than men. Shastra explains. I don't know if you do it or not. Don't be upset. But this Shastra explains that women eat twice more than men, and they are 4 times more intelligent than men. The intelligence of women is 4 times better than men's. You can see in the school, all the girls, they are first in school. You can see in the schools. Generally, the girls study much more and they are go much better in the schools. The ladies study more generally. For example, master degrees, PhD, all women. You can see in the school also. The boys want to play or other things, but girls always want to study. Like for example, the mother and the daughter-in-law, they have even master degree or PhD. But the boy, like the son, husband, he couldn't even properly finish the school, and so the wife or mother has PhD, but the man didn't even finish studies properly. So even 6 times more intelligence also. Sorry. Especially in the salesmen and saleswomen. And also air hostess, they always also women. So I think in business also women are more intelligent. Gurudeva mentions that's why they also put also saleswomen. So you see in the airplane, maybe 2 men only in the airplane and 12 or 14 women, like stewardess. So Gurudev mentioned about the pilots. I don't know if Gurudev said that some pilots are also women or I don't know exactly, but he said something about the pilots. I couldn't understand. I'm sorry. So
सनातन गोसाई जे बोललाम खूब माने राजमिस्त्री महामिस्त्री नाम
not Mahamistri, Rajamistri. He was the prime the architect. Remember the story? The architect said something by mistake. He just said something in that assembly. He said, oh, it's a really nice palace, but still there's something else to do. If I have some more time, I will improve it in some parts. When the kings heard this, the King Hussajn Shah, he was completely infuriated. I told you to make that palace, that it would be the best palace of whole earth. So you're saying you didn't build it properly. So Muslims are like this. If they feel a little bit anger, they are ready, like it's a chaos. So yeah, the Muslim king Hussajn Shah, he was so angry. He became even like red with anger. I told you to make this big palace and you didn't do everything. You didn't finish the work. Now you're saying that you're going to improve a part of it when you have time. You didn't finish completely nicely. So he was so angry, the king Hussajn Shah. So angry, really angry. His body was even shaking. He took the architect, like the main architect, and threw him from the top of the palace, and he killed him just like that. So it was in the middle of a party of inauguration that everything changed. The king became angry. So the servants of the king was there, no? So the king called him and said to the servant, bring it. But the king didn't mention what to bring. And the king was shaking with anger. If he would ask something or say something, maybe also the king would also throw him from the palace, from the top of the palace. So the king just said, bring it. But bring what? He was thinking. The servant was thinking, what do I have to bring to him? So the servant was thinking, what should I bring? What should I bring? If I ask something, he'll maybe kill me. Here, listen to the katha. So Amar and Santosh, they were sitting in one place. So the servant told them, look, king told us to bring it, but he didn't mention what. What should I do? Then the Amar and Santosh asked the sevak, the servants of the king, what was the king looking at when he said, bring it? Like for example, sometimes we just point out with our eyes. Like for example, we're not saying bring the water, but you're looking at the bottle of water and you just say bring it, and with your eyes you indicate. So the servant should understand. If the servant doesn't understand, he's not intelligent. An intelligent servant, he'll understand the indication. So for a person who really understands, he'll understand really by indication. But those who are foolish, they only understand if they are beaten. But the panditas, intelligent people, they understand only by indications. So, okay, what was the king looking at? Amar Santosh asked the servant. He was looking at one part of the palace which was still not finished, the building. I mean, was not completely constructed. Okay, so what does he want? He wants another architect to check whatever was still not good and incomplete in the palace. After some time, the king was pacified and not so angry anymore. Like fire is burning everything, then there's only ashes. So when we have anger, then it destroys everything is destroyed. Then we're just sitting down after. Like after the anger, after being angry, you become upset of what did you do when you were angry. Anyway, it's just like some Bengali verses explaining this, you all understand. So, yeah. After that, the king was regretting. Yes. Oh, I killed the architect. Who will finish the job? Who will finish the palace now? So he was upset. He regretted. Then the sevak, the servant, brought another architect. How did you know that I wanted to bring an architect? I didn't mention what to bring. I just said bring it. How did you know what I really wanted? King asked the servant. Then the servant of the king said, look, Maharaj, actually I didn't know your mood. But when I came downstairs, there were two boys sitting downstairs, 15 or 16 years old. They were just like Krishna Das here. And they were very handsome boys, like young men. They saw me so worried, so they asked me what happened. Then I told them. So they explained to me that you wanted an architect. Then the king thought, oh, these two young men, they are really very intelligent. I want to bring them to the circle of my ministers. Then my kingdom will be really like going well. So king has no eyes and water has no eyes. Generally the water goes down, but you can also with pump you can make the water go to the top of buildings in water tanks. So in Bengal people say king has no eyes and water also no. Like the water will go in whatever direction you send her. So the king is just hearing the opinions of the people and deciding and judging according to that. That's why the king should be advised by very good ministers, expert ministers. Isn't it?
তখন হুসেন শাহ নিজে মনে মনে চিন্তা করলেন আমার রাজ্যকে যদি সুদৃঢ় করতে হয়, রাজ কার্য পরিচালনাকে যদি ভালো করে করতে হয়, তাহলে নিশ্চয়ই এই দুইজন বালককে আমার.
So the king thought, if I really want my kingdom to be well, I really need to put these two young men as ministers working for me.
তখন তাদের পরিচয় নিলে তখন সনাতন গোস্বামী
So they came, and at that time the name of Sanatana Goswami was Santosh, and the name of Rupa Goswami was Amar. So king gave them the position of the prime minister, Sanatana Goswami. And Rupa Goswami, he got the position of financial minister. So Rupa Sanatana started staying there.
রাজা হুসেন শাহের দরবারে থাকতেন।
They used to stay in the palace and taking care of all the duties and etc. And actually the King Hussajn Shah loved them like a brother. Although he was Muslim, he would respect the Hindus. Not all the Muslims are same. Many Muslims, they are also calm, intelligent, respecting everyone. It's not that all the Muslims are bad. No. So Hussajn Shah, used to give love and affection to them like a brother. So Sanatana Goswami, Sakara, Mallik, right? So whatever Sanatana Goswami would tell the king would do. Because Sanatana Goswami was very intelligent, expert, very clever. So whatever he would advise, the king would follow. In this way, Rupa Sanatana were living there. But they would stay in the king, the court of like in the place of the king. Only when they were working, and then they would go back to Ramkeligram. So they were to do Salan Bhajan in their house in Ramkeligram. So actually it was a big house they had, because they were the prime ministers, right? So they had very big house, like a bungalow, like great area they had as house. So they had Giraj Govardhan, Radha Kunda, Shama Kunda. They had everything in their house. And they were chanting holy names. Like a place of the house would be like the Radha Kunda, like this. A big property. They used to worship Radha-Krishna. And the youngest brother, remember his name? Anupama or Ballabh also. The father of Jiva Goswami. Rupa Sanatana didn't marry. It's not written that Rupa Sanatana married. But Vallabh or Anupama, he had gotten married. That's why he's the father of Jiva Goswami. So the three brothers used to live together. But there's one amazing thing. Rupa Sanatana, they used to worship Radha-Krishna, reading the Bhagavatam, doing the bhajan of Radha-Krishna, reading the books. At that time there was no Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? But they were reading the Puranas and other books. Because Chaitanya Charitamrita only manifested after Mahaprabhu disappeared. But anyway, especially they used to read and study the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a book very dear to the Vaishnavas, the Bhagavatam. And they used to worship Radha and Krishna. But the younger brother, Anupama, he used to read the Ramayana and worship Ramchandra, Lord Ram. Once Sanatana Goswami told his younger brother, we live together and we worship Krishna and you worship Ram. But look, actually, Krishna is more beautiful, has more qualities than Ram. Shastra explains. Ramachandra has how many qualities? Only 62 and a half qualities Ramachandra has. Do you understand? How many qualities? 62 and a half. But Krishna has how many qualities? 64 qualities. And Vishnu has 60 qualities. Bhagavata explains that so Ramchandra has 62 and a half, Vishnu has 60 qualities and Krishna 64. But 4 of these 64 qualities of Krishna are extraordinary, super excellent, that no any other avatar has them. Lila Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, Prema Madhurya, Rupa Madhurya. So Rupa Sanatana told Anupama, you should worship Krishna. Do the bhajan of Krishna, have to worship those who are higher. Like for example, if you get gold, then you stop, you give up the silver. If you get diamonds, then you give up gold, like pearls and even more precious jewels. So that's why Rupa Sanatana said, don't worship Ram, worship Krishna. We are 3 brothers. Why will you worship? Only you will worship Ram. Let's all together worship Krishna. Shastra explains there is no difference between Rama and Krishna. In the Tata Siddhanta it's explained that there is no difference between Krishna and Ram. But according to Rasa Madhurya, there is some difference. So Rupa Sanatana, they were telling many logics, like to say how Krishna is higher. So sit down and listen to Harikatha. Do you understand? Here, Harikatha. So, what? Better you serve Krishna than Ram. Rather you serve Krishna. The older brother is just like a father. So Anupam had to follow the instruction of his older brother, but in the beginning he said, okay, I'll do. But when during the nights he was trying to chant the name of Krishna, but he was just chanting the name of Ram instead. And he was trying to chant the name of Krishna, but it was not possible. He was trying to chant the name of Krishna, but only the names of Ram were coming. He was whole night so upset. He tried to meditate in Krishna, but only he was able to meditate in Ram. So early in the morning, Sanatana Goswami came, saw that. So Anupam, his eyes were swollen, and he was like crying, signs of crying whole night. So then Anupam told Sanatana, actually I already gave my head to the feet of Ramchandra, how can I take it back? I'm like sold out animal to Ram. If you sell your cow to someone, then the cow belongs to another person, not to you. I already gave my head myself to Ramchandra, I cannot take myself back. I'm crying because I wasn't able to follow your instructions and orders. Then Sanatana Goswami said, it's okay, worship Ram, this is okay. People say Jemon Rang means, people say that according to your association you get that mood. But you see, Anupam, he was worshipping Ram and Sanatana Krishna, and this didn't change. Because when the Jiva manifests from Tatastha Shakti, already the Jiva has in its heart like a kind of seed. Are you the devotee of Ram or Vishnu or Krishna? Doing bhajan slowly, this seed will sprout. That potency which is inside the seed, this has to manifest, for example, you planted the mango seed, then the mango tree will come. If you plant a Karela seed, then bitter gourd. So never a mango tree will come from that. So when the Jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva has one specific potency, but now you don't know. What is it? But doing sadhu sangha and bhajan slowly, this will manifest. It will manifest if you do Krishna bhajan slowly. I mean, step by step. Are you a devotee of Ram, Krishna, Vishnu? Now you still don't know. But if you do worship of Krishna, slowly it will manifest. Because remember, Krishna is Sarvavatari. All others are inside Krishna. Ram is also inside Krishna. Vishnu is also inside of Krishna. And Nrsimhadev is also inside Krishna. Remember that.
Govindam adi purusam tamaham bhajami Ramadi murtisu kala niyamena tishtan nana avataru makrud bhuvanesu kintu. এই যে রাম আদি যত অবতার রয়েছে মৎস্য কুর্ম বরাহ নৃসিংহ যত অবতার রয়েছে
So Ram and all the avatars,
অবতার কোথা থেকে প্রকাশিত হয়েছে? কৃষ্ণ থেকে প্রকাশিত।
They manifest from Krishna.
কৃষ্ণই তিনি নৃসিংহদেব প্রকাশ হয়েছে মৎস্য কুর্ম বরাহ রাম।
Ram, Nrsimhadev, all them they come from Krishna. Shastra explains.
এই জন্য কৃষ্ণের উপাসনা করলে সমস্ত
So if you worship Krishna, you're all actually worshipping all of them. So slowly this Svarupa of our soul will manifest. So now you don't know, so chant Krishna mantra, worship Krishna, and etc. Shastra explains. Sanatana Goswami said, so actually, in your Svarupa, you are the servant, you are a worshipper of Ram, not Krishna. So I will worship Ram now? No. Chanting the name of Krishna and worshipping Krishna in your heart will appear which form of Krishna you have to worship. So there was a person chanting the names of Ram for many years, and then when he saw Mahaprabhu, he started to chant the name of Krishna. Then the person asked Mahaprabhu, since birth I'm chanting the name of Ram, and when I saw you I started chanting the name of Krishna. Why? Because Mahaprabhu explained to this person, actually you were not really the servant of Ram. In your heart the potency you had was to worship Krishna actually. You were thinking you were the devotee of Ram. Some people say, oh, I like Ram more. But in your conditioned stage, how can you like one more than another, like one form of Lord? Doing bhajan slowly, your Svarupa will appear. We must know that. So many people, they don't read the scriptures, they don't take shelter of the Guru, they don't hear Harikatha from Guru. Like the Babaji Sampradaya, Babajis, they explained, according to our association, you'll get that mood. They just quote like half of some shloka in the Shastra and the rest they describe themselves. And they are not actually taking the... This is a verse in the Shastra saying that you'll get the mood of someone who you associate with. But this is actually only for material examples. For example, if you associate with bad people, also will become evil. For example, if you put a rotten potato in the middle of other good potatoes, all the other potatoes will also rot. So this is a material example. Like if you associate with bad people, you will also become bad. If you associate with good people, also you'll be good, like good habits and everything, good. But the soul is eternal, part and parcel of Lord. Sanatana, eternal. So what is the meaning of eternal, Sanatana? It's eternal. Sanatana means eternal. Something which is eternal cannot change it. Cannot change. So how could it change? So people, they don't understand, they don't have brains. The verse of the Gita explains, Jivas are eternal. Sanatana means always, in Sanskrit, the tan, verbal roots tan means to manifest, to spread. Do you understand? So this potency which is inside that substance, that will manifest. Sanatan means this. So when the jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, whatever it's inside of the jiva at that time, this will manifest. So if you plant 5 kinds of seeds on the banks of the Ganges, tamarind seed, bitter gourd, karela, lemon, mango seed, in the same soil of the banks of the Ganges or Jamuna, the water is the same water of the Ganges. The rays of the sun are also same. But these 5 different kinds of seed were given, and 5 different kinds of plants and trees will come from that. And the fruits will be different as well, because each potency you sowed, there is a different potency in. So people don't understand this. This is actually instruction of the Shastras. These people cannot understand. So I don't know what they are, how they're, what they're saying, like how cannot they don't understand this? So you see in the Javadharma, 2 disciples took mantra from the same guru, Brajanath and Vijay Kumar. So Vijay Kumar went to Shringaras and Brajanath in Sakaras. So 2 disciples of the same guru, one achieved Madhurya Rasa and another Sakaras, and they are chanting the same Gopal mantra given by the guru. So
এইটা দেখালেন। হ্যাঁ, এমন অনেক উদাহরণ রয়েছে। নারদ ঋষি তো মন্ত্র কাকে দিয়ে, ধ্রুবকে দিয়েছেন। হ্যাঁ, ওম নমো ভগবতে বাসুদেবায়।
Narada Rishi gave also the same mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, to Prahlad and to other devotees.
আবার পাণ্ডবদেরও তিনি সঙ্গ দিয়েছেন।
Also to the Pandavas.
সব এক কেন হয়ে যায় না?
Why didn't they all achieve the same then?
এটাই আমাদের শাস্ত্রে বলা হয়েছে।
Shastra explains.
এইটাই জানতে হবে, বুঝতে হবে।
You must know this.
হ্যাঁ, ওই কতগুলো লোক বুঝেছে, বাস ওই কেবল একটা শ্লোকই ধরে রেখেছে।
But they are only repeating one verse. This Babajis, they are only repeating like this. This
ওইটা একটা শ্লোক ধরে রেখেছে।
Gurudev just said the verse. So,
উদাহরণ জন্য দেওয়া হয়েছে।
but this is only for example of material example. For example, if you walk with drunkards, you also become a drunkard, like you start drinking. If you always together with someone who smokes, then they'll try to offer for you and you don't even need to pay. And also then you get the habits of also smoking. That's why. So this is a material example, and it means like if you associate with someone, if you're near someone who has some habit, this will also come to you. But this is for like material things, but not for the nature of the soul is transcendental. It does not change. It doesn't have anything to do with this. So this verse of the scriptures has to do with material things. The nature of the soul is eternal. For example, Murari Gupta, he's the avatar of Hanuman. So Mahaprabhu told him, Murari, worship Krishna. So for whole night, he was trying to follow the instruction of Mahaprabhu. He couldn't. Then he decided to give up his body. Mahaprabhu, Swayam Bhagavan, couldn't follow his instruction. Oh, alas, alas. So he was whole night trying to fulfill the order of Mahaprabhu, but couldn't. Then Mahaprabhu knew also everything. Then Mahaprabhu knocked the door. Murari, Murari. Murari didn't open the door. Then Mahaprabhu was knocking. After some time, Murari opened the door. And Murari Gupta was crying so much, eyes swollen. Mahaprabhu asked, Murari, what has happened? Murari was crying. Gaura Sundar knows everything and said, what happened? Oh, nothing. So inside the room there was a gigantic sword. Why do you have this? Because Mahaprabhu knows everything, so he was asking, are you going to try to kill yourself? Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. Mahaprabhu said, Murari, because I couldn't follow your instructions, so I decided to kill myself. Then Murari said, Prabhu, this is true, because you are Swayam Bhagavan and I couldn't follow your instructions. That's why I decided to kill myself. Because since I'm born, I'm worshipping Ram. So how will I be able to worship Krishna? I couldn't follow your instructions, so I felt so much, I felt miserable. So that's why I thought better I'd kill myself. I'd better kill myself. Then Mahaprabhu said, Murari, you are actually directly Hanuman. You are actually a devotee of Ram. So no need to try to worship Krishna, you just continue worshipping Ram. So you see, Murari was associated with Mahaprabhu and his nature didn't change. But when Mahaprabhu was in South India, he gave association to some people, especially when he went to the house of Gopala Bhatta Goswami, Venkata Bhatta and Trimala Bhatta. Mahaprabhu gave association to them and he changed them. Like before they were worshipping Lakshmi Narayana. And Mahaprabhu told them Krishna Katha. Especially Prabhupada Saraswati Pada, he wrote this book, Radha-Ras Sudanidhi. You see, before he used to worship Lakshmi Narayana in the Shri Sampradaya. But after hearing the Harikatha of Mahaprabhu, he started serving Radha Govinda rather than Lakshmi Narayana. So without Sadhu Sangha, if we don't do Sadhu Sangha, don't associate with Sadhu, cannot realize what is our Svarupa of our soul. Doing associate with Sadhu, you'll be able to realize what is the Svarupa of your soul. What does the Sadhu do? What is the job or the duty of the Sadhu? Like the Sadhu and Guru, their duty is actually to all the impediments and anarthas, sinful activities that are in the heart of the conditioned soul. They just need to purify this heart, remove all these anarthas. Even God cannot change your Svarupa. Like you see, Uddhav, for example, he associated with gopis. Uddhava prayed so much for Srimati Radhika, lotus feet, etc. But he couldn't become the servant of Srimati Radhika. Why? Uddhava has some friendship with Krishna, but in the opulent mode. Until nowadays, Uddhava is performing hard austerities near the Radha-Konda in Kusum Sarovar. Other side, called Uddhava Kunda, he is there in the form of grass, and still it's not possible for him. Even the 5 Pandavas, they couldn't get, they were doing austerities also in the Radha-Kunda. Krishna himself, Arjun, heard the glories of Srimati Radhika, last limit of Mahabhav. Like, they heard these glories of gopis from Krishna, I think. So, they also desire to attain that, so they came to the Radha-Kunda and performed austerities in the form of trees. But they also weren't able to attain. Have you seen these trees? So it means in the time that the Jiva manifested from Tatasa Shakti, that tendency it remains the same always. Even God cannot change your Svarupa. Generally, Bhagavan is someone who makes impossible possible, possible impossible. But even God will not change your Svarupa. Yes, God can do everything, but still, He created this rule. So He never breaks this rule. So God never changes the Svarupa of anyone. We must know this. Otherwise, we have to chant our names, we have to chant the mantra Guru has given us. Chant the mantra, your anarthas will be removed from your heart. Then you'll be able to realize your Svarup. Do you understand? So you have to receive the mantra from the Guru. Guru mantra, Guru Gayatri. Gora mantra, Guru Gayatri, Gopal mantra. And the Kama Gayatri, Panchatattva and the Maha mantra. We have to chant them. And then we'll be able to attain the realization of our Svarupa. Maybe it will take lives and lives, but it doesn't change. Do you understand? So, what do we must do? We have to chant Harinam. And chant this mantra given to us by the Guru. It's a very powerful mantra, Guru mantra. Chanting it step by step, then you'll be able to attain the realization. Do you understand? So the sampradaya of the Babajis, they are saying opposite. So many from us also, they went to the Babajis and they're saying, oh, I became a Manjari, or I'm a Manjari. Okay, in the beginning, we have to control our anger and the like the 6 impulses of our senses. We have to do this first, Padashamrita, in the beginning. Destroy lust, anger, chant holy names, become vegetarian. You have to become vegetarian. Don't even drink onion garlic. Onion garlic are things that are actually very bad smelly, like they have very bad smell. So, what is the connection between our association? I mean, what is the association of what we eat and attending to God and what we're thinking? No, I don't know what is an omelette. Don't eat eggs? Cannot eat eggs? What they're saying? Why? It's so nice. It's meat and other things. So the Sahajiyas, they say, you must know about the Sahajiyas, that then you can defeat the arguments if you know what they're saying. So they say you have to eat the fish in the mode of goodness. So they create this, there's some fish in the mode of goodness and some fish in the mode of ignorance. So the Sahajiya people, they say. Do you know the shloka they are saying? Ilish, I don't know translation of this fish name, is one fish in the mode of goodness. Bacha, Bata Mach, I have no idea how is the translation of this fish name. So I forgot this shloka, but the Sahajiyas are telling this shloka. Oh, eat only the fish in the mode of goodness. So fish, they have so much bones, or like, not bones, espinha, like small sharpy, like bones of fish that can stuck in your throat. This is not good to eat. It's like in the mode of ignorance. So they were like crows in previous life. Sorry, I couldn't. I had to come back there to. So this sloka is not in the Shastras, not in the Veda Purana Upanishad, nothing. About fish in mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. So they just want to delude the people and cheat people with these things. It's not written anywhere. All fish, they have so much bad smell. All fish in the mode of ignorance. You can, if you touch a fish, your hand will be so much bad smell, long time. So if you smell your hand, you'll see that so bad smell from the fish. So you must know. So they want to take the fish and fry the fish and eat. But the next life will be a fish, and then a human being will fry you and you're gonna eat you. Do you understand? you'll be fried and eaten by a human being if you in the next life. You should not do this. So people eat a lot of fried fish. So you should never eat fried fish and fish nothing. So tell me. So would you sacrifice your own sons and daughters? Oh, they're doing everything opposite wrong. You should not do that. We have to eat pure things, then your heart will be pure. If your heart will be pure, then your mind will be pure. Then if your mind is purified, you'll be able to remember God and you can attain God. So this shloka explains. Ahara Shuddha, Chitta Shuddha, Chitta Shuddha. So when you say that you attain to Brahma, if your heart is pure, means actually Bhagavan, because the main meaning of Brahma is Bhagavan. So to attain Bhagavan, you have to eat pure. Many questions will ask, okay, if we kill vegetables, also they are suffering, huh? So if you eat fish, you're criticizing me, saying that I'm giving suffering to them. But when you collect vegetables and leaves and would make sabji, so these plants are also suffering because they also have soul inside. Actually, 100 years ago, people used to say, even in America, that women were not human beings. They used to say women were not human beings, were only to be enjoyed by men. Later, they changed these laws. Then later, women got also the prerogatives. So in many countries, in the Western countries, then later on they gave also rights to women, but before not. Especially in the United Kingdom also. Do you understand? In England, that's why, but in England they always have a queen as a leader. There's no king in England, only queen. Always is the queen. The Queen of England. So women, they have all the power in England. So the protection of women, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains, that country that doesn't protect women, that country will be destroyed and it's full of sins. Yes, the plants also have soul, they are also suffering. Okay, but what the Vaishnavas are saying, listen carefully, then you understand. That will be used for Bhagavan's service. That's why in the Gita, Bhagavan says, whatever you do, whatever you offer, whatever you drink, whatever you give, offer to me. Whatever you do it for me. Offer to me, then you don't have these sinful activities. But if you, so I'll offer fish to God. No. Because Bhagavan gave instruction that you can only offer to God things in the mode of goodness. Not something which is not in the mode of goodness. So the scriptures have so many logics. Yes, you're taking the potato. Potato also has soul, but you're offering it to God, that soul. Shastra explains in Shastra also. Bhagavatam explains, all living beings, they live killing other living beings. Like living beings, they always live eating other living beings. You can see even one small something that I don't know. Like a worm, for example, eats a leaf, the bird eats the worm. Then another bigger bird eats that small bird, and then a hunter eats that big bird and eat it. It's like the cadea alimenta. So we see this, we can see this. So we are human beings. God gave us discrimination. It's the food chain, right? Food chain. But God created everything, but God didn't create everything for the human being to eat. For example, the grass. Who eats the grass? Is the deer, the cow. So as a human being, we have to discriminate what to eat or not. So human beings should not eat grass, because then what is the difference between human beings and cows? So God created the grass and also the deer for them to eat the grass. So the deer eat the grass, and the lion and tiger eat the deer. This is the food chain. So all the living beings, they have the rule, what do they eat in the food chain, isn't it? Oh, I'm a human being, I'll eat everything I want. No. So there is, like, it's prescribed what you can eat or not. You are a human being. Human beings, someone who has intelligence to discriminate. God gave you this intelligence. For what? For you to discriminate, think about, reflect. That's why the Gita Bhagavan says, I am giving this intelligence by which people can come to me. This is the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. So you can read the Bhagavad Gita, it's explained also. 3 types of food. Food in the mode of goodness, ignorance and passion. So sattvic bhojan, food in the mode of goodness, is for human beings. So food for human beings is only in the mode of goodness, should be. That's why we don't eat fish and meat. You have to become vegetarian. Then you can offer that food to Bhagavan. Then you won't suffer the sin. For example, if you eat neem leaves, early in the morning, yes, you have to offer these neem leaves also to Bhagavan. If you eat the neem leaves without offering to Bhagavan, it's also sinful activities. So Bhagavan says, if you eat anything without offering to me, you're eating only sin. There's also one very subtle. Sorry, I couldn't understand. Yeah, you have to offer to Bhagavan before eating. You can offer yourself completely already, beginning. Before that, you already surrender completely. Then whatever you do after that is not sinful, because already you have surrendered yourself completely. Shastra explains. Like you have to offer yourself to God. So whatever you eat, you have to offer to Bhagavan. If I give everything to God, what will I eat? God will accept whatever you give and also he'll give you back the prasadam completely. This is the conception. So if you give to God, he'll accept. Like the Bhagavad Gita also explains, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. If you offer anything with devotion to Bhagavan, God will directly accept it. Ashnami, the verse explains, he directly accept that. Whatever you offer to God, he'll directly eat it, accept it. God has inconceivable potency, and he'll eat and then he'll put again back in your plate, in the plate again, everything back. This is called Mahaprasad. So when you offer something to God, this is called Prasad. And when God gives you back, that's Mahaprasad. And when the devotee takes that Mahaprasad, then what is coming out is Mahaprasad. Do you understand? So whatever you eat, what you have to do is to offer to Bhagavan. Do you understand? Yes, everyone understands. So did you understand this Bengali proverb I said? Sorry, I couldn't get it. So if you don't want to understand, even 1,000 times you try to explain to you, he will not understand. Because he doesn't want to understand. Doesn't want to understand. So you have to understand. Do you understand? You have to try to understand and understand. But if you don't try to understand, even I tell 1,000 times, you'll hear from one ear and let it go out from the other ear. No, we must understand. And also have to explain to others also. So I understand it very well and also explain it very well to others. So that's why I say, come, sit, listen Harikatha and understand all this. Take Mahaprasad. You have to understand. जय श्री गुरुदेव। यदि बुझार चेष्टा ना करे, हजार बोल लो एक इस कान से निकलता है, इस कान से निकल जाता है, एक काने ढुके और एक कान থেকে বেরিয়ে যায়, হ্যাঁ, এই না বুঝতে হবে, বুঝতে হবে, বুঝলে চলবে না আমাদের।